You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell, and co-host, Keelan Harvey on Alternative Talk AM 1150. Now, back to the show with local mortgage experts, Tina Mitchell and Keelan Harvey.
You are listening to The Money Hour at 1150 AM KKNW, the Friday, April 2nd virtual show. You can also listen to our show on podcast or catch us on air on Saturday at 3 p.m. with a rebroadcast on Sunday at 8 a.m. I am your host, Tina Mitchell.
And I'm your co-host, Keelan Harvey.
We bring into studio each week the best of the best experts in our local market. We are here to help you in today's economy. And now in studio, we have Rias Johnson of Covington of Dynamic Presence Corporation. Our topic, hashtag Undercover Billionaire, hashtag rooted in Tacoma, Washington, right here on 1150 AM KKNW. Rias, thank you again for being here.
No, my pleasure, Tina. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And I was going to do a bio, but we had our panel. So Keelan, I'll let you take the first question.
Thanks, because I would have probably just sat there in silence waiting for you to do it too. So we're good. It worked out. Well, I can tell you, Rias, you're such a breath of fresh air. You got this vibrant energy about you, and you could just tell if anybody could see you on video, they'd see that as well. But how would you say that people describe Rias Covington?
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 3 things: youthful exuberance. If you haven't seen it yet, if it's not beaming out, that would probably be the first and foremost. I do have a vibe. I do have an energy about me. I'm intellectually curious. You know, I ask those questions that may not get asked, and lot of logic, you know, where there tends to be none. And I'm not afraid to show up. So I'm fearless. They say I'm a fearless and bold person. And so I'll take that and run with it.
I love it. And I love to see your passion in all of the segments and conversations that we've had, watching your expressions when talking with Liz. And so you can tell that you're just, you're passionate about everything in the space that you're in. And I think that's what's exciting about life is if you're living in the moment in that second right now, you have a beautiful life no matter what presents itself, because within that second, you can find something positive. I love that. And, also the yes, me too. It's just exciting stuff that you're doing. So can you share how long have you been investing?
I've been investing since 2005. I believe that was my first exposure. I did nonprofit, so investing was always an interest, but I started with a 401k, and that was my first experience with investing. And then I purchased my home, which I love real estate. I worked for a realtor's office also, shout out Allen Realtors, but I bought my home in 2012. So really the bottom of the market, really what we're looking at.
That's awesome. As my listeners know, I was a financial advisor, and my passion behind mortgages is I love real estate as an investment. I flip some homes, and just as a tool for investment, I don't think there's anything in the world that's better than real estate as far as growing your money. In my personal opinion, everybody's got their cup of tea, but that's mine. Are you, in fact, a billionaire?
In hope, yes, multi-billionaire. In dollars, not so much. But as you know, I am on Undercover Billionaire, and I'm just loving everything that it's surrounding the TV show on Discovery. So.
Yeah, well, when you come from a place of curiosity, because that's another thing that's really important to me, as I live my life through curiosity. I wonder when. So curiosity, I wonder when I'm going to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
So how are you? Yeah, what was that?
It's just a matter of time and effort.
Yeah, time and effort. And I always ask the question, I wonder how, I wonder when, I wonder how. It's just so fun to wake up with the curiosity bug, because it just makes life so exciting. So how are you on the Discovery Channel?
Great question. I wake up every day and don't have the slightest idea of why I made it on a reality show before the age of 40. I mean, that right there. But I have to just give the technicality of it. The mayor of Tacoma is one of the most dearest person to my heart. And she invited me to the table of 12 women associated with the Undercover Billionaire. And so that is how I got to be a part of the project.
And isn't it great, the connections? Because we know everybody that we need to know to get to the places that we want or connect with the people that we want to connect with. And, through those connections and the passion that you have for what you do, it lands you in great places to where you can make the biggest difference in the message that you have to share, correct?
Correct. Being in politics, you don't instantly think entrepreneurship. You don't instantly think money, but I always was the moderate of the bunch. Just, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to run for office. I want to make it happen. I want to make the greatest impact where I can. And so this is really, truly a merge of it. And I'm just so grateful to be a part of it.
Yeah, I don't believe in seeing is believing. I believe in believing is seeing. So once you believe that path, sapere videre, once that path is projected in your mind, it'll come in front of you and all the pieces will come together and you'll attract it into your life. That secret stuff is real. I'm telling you, people, believe. So why are you on the Undercover Billionaire? Are you actually the actual Undercover Billionaire, or what exactly are you allowed to say?
You sound like my office. My office said, so you're not the billionaire? And FYI, Keelan, I was a Grant follower prior to the show. And so I constantly tweet out, like, if Grant came to my city, if he came to Tacoma, I would have been kicked off the island. I would have been like, I know you, Uncle G.
Uncle G, that's right.
No, but I really, the 3 points that I put is the Undercover Billionaire Monique came to Tacoma and she did her investor pitch. As I mentioned, you got to watch the show. I'm horrible with spoilers, but it's on the Discovery Channel, stream Discovery Plus. It's a great investment. There's shows for everybody, you, your kids, your neighbor, everything. But in the investor pitch, I heard 3 things. And to your point of seeing or believing is seeing, I've always wanted to be a venture capitalist. Always. But when do you ever, at my income level, get that opportunity? And so when I heard that, I was there. I've been watching the stock market. I knew what a venture capitalist was, which that I might have been the only person in the room. And then she talked about the C-suite. I knew what a C-suite was. And so again, when she made her investor pitch, I knew everything that I knew part of the things that she was talking about. And then thirdly, it was really the product. Just to give a backstory, I purchased for $100 CMOS, but I didn't know what it was. I just purchased it because it truly is popular right now. And I wanted to do health and wellness in quarantine. I planted a tree. I've been staying at home. I wanted to do something for myself, but I let that product spoil. And I didn't know it spoiled. And so when she mentioned one of her key ingredients in Rooted, which is juice shots with ginger and sea moss, and it was a lifestyle, I wanted the product. I wanted to be a VC and I wanted to be in the C-suite. And those were my reasons for joining in on Undercover Billionaire.
Yeah, you hit it on the head. I wanted to fill everybody in. So Monique came to Tacoma, did her pitch. I mean, she's with no money at all. They just throw her in the streets and she's got to figure it out. She's actually a billionaire and nobody knows it. She pretends like she's broke and knows nothing. And she has to find all these resources. And she comes up with this drink that she's going to launch because there's a need for health in Tacoma. And that is what Ria J's talking about, FYI.
Thank you for the background. That is amazing. So Ria J, what is #Rooted?
So as Keelan said, Rooted is the company and the lifestyle that the Undercover Billionaire Monique created. I say it was the day she was hungry and had to eat a potato from Wendy's, I'm assuming, that she realized, like, hey, here goes a need. But it's a mobile franchise. It's ginger sea moss juice shots. It's going to be fruit leathers. It will be, the sky's the limit with Monique. I support her 100%. So it could be a thousand other things, but definitely follow Rooted on Instagram. I think it's Rooted Lifestyle on Instagram.
COVID-19, let's talk about that and your investment strategy. Obviously, it's rocked our world for many different reasons in every industry. So what are your thoughts on investment strategies as far as COVID?
So I really decided to invest myself. We know that the market was a great entrance, given COVID. And so I definitely jumped in head first, among other things. I bought things that I continuously use. So that was my strategy is, cream of wheat. I bought that stock. Zoom. I bought Zoom. Dynamic Presence is a tech industry that I started with my father, and so and my parents and my family, and so I invested in those things that I use daily to start. And I learned about Bitcoin. Wanting to learn about Bitcoin for the past 10 years. And, I bought Cash App, I bought Square because they have the Cash App, and Cash App, you're able to invest in Bitcoin. And so I just did $1, $2, $3, just so I could understand the market that I was attempting to learn about.
Well, there's not much to hedge against inflation, and real estate, gold, Bitcoin would be there too. So, Ria J, share how you were connected with our show, The Money Hour.
Yeah, thank you, Tina. I wanted to incorporate this question because I'm just happy to be here. I'm thankful for the things that you're doing. I love to talk about money, and not necessarily have the peers to talk about it with. And so actually the Gap Man, so plug for the Gap Man. I think it's a BNI network. He does, Medicare or something of that nature, but the Gap Man is what I remember. I went to high school with the gentleman. He heard about Rooted. He invited me to the network, and that networking opportunity really is the reason why I'm here today. So I just wanted to say thank you to your staff, you and the Gap Man and the BNI network.
Well, thank you for the shout out, and Gap Man, thank you for getting an amazing guest here for the Money Hour.
We are, unfortunately, Ria J, time flies when you're having fun. We're almost out of time. We got a minute left, but I wanted you to leave with our listeners. Obviously, it's a huge inspiration. You're very passionate about growing your money and making an impact on this world. And we need more of that, especially now more than ever. So what piece of advice would you give entrepreneurs currently or wanting to be entrepreneurs?
Yeah, thank you, Keelan. Thank you for having me. Thank you for watching the show. I appreciate that. So we'll have to chat offline, but really my goal was to talk about Undercover Billionaire. My goal was to talk about Rooted. It's really to watch the Undercover Billionaire on repeat and take notes. Learning from those who experience things and applying it to your own situation really can make a difference on your path. Learn the struggle by standing on the shoulders of giants. Find a mentor, find a few mentors, and just do it. Become that entrepreneur.
What a great advice and a great way to end the show. Yes, being in part of and inspired by someone's story, learning their challenges so you can connect them to the challenges that you have and know that those challenges are leading you exactly where you need to go, as long as you have the space created for yourself to see that. And then obviously having people that you can look up to, that you respect, that can help you through that journey through life. So thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.